back, son. So it's Survivor Series week. It's WWE. I got a few things to say about WWE, but we'll start with something that I threw in the group chat. So if you watch the show, Shawn Michaels is your guy.
That's my guy.
That's your guy from the beginning.
Yeah.
Early on, early inspirations, and some wild shit has been coming out about him. Now, if y'all don't see, we'll bring you up to speed. Bret Hart, icon, Hall of Famer, someone who's paved the way for the way that we watch wrestling and the way things are in the game. He came out and said some wild shit. Well, let me just start by saying this. Bret Hart is someone who had to retire early because of a botched move. He was wrestling Goldberg, and Goldberg kicked him at a time where he wasn't prepared for the kick, which ultimately led him to catching a stroke. I think I might be mistaken, but I feel like he broke his neck, and he had to retire early. So he's always been salty about that, right? So now, I think years later, Shawn Michaels, someone else who's a legend. He has a high position in WWE, and he has his hand into a lot of the success when it comes to the younger generation, the new crop of wrestlers coming in. He's running NXT, right? So he's getting his flowers. He's getting the love, deservingly, right? Because you can see his imprint on the game. Like, he's just letting these guys and letting these ladies just do them and letting their wings fly, and a lot of them are flourishing. Bret Hart, I feel like he's speaking from a salty place. But let me just get into what he says. So recently on a podcast, he came out and said that Shawn Michaels back in the days was having relations with Vince McMahon, which helped to propel him into the superstardom that he had. Him and his relations with Vince led to him getting pushed in the WWF. I've never heard, as an avid WWE fan, I never heard anything like that. I've never heard anybody else speak on things like that. And it was just wild after all these years, because we talking about something, this has to be like late 80s, early 90s. For that shit for you to suddenly bring that shit up was a little wild. But I want to start off with your opinion on that. I threw that in the group chat.
Obviously, I ain't respond.
Yeah, you didn't respond.
I was waiting for this.
Nothing. Kirk was rolling. Yeah, Kirk was rolling. He had a good laugh on it. But I just want to hear your take on that about Shawn and Vince possibly having relations back in the days, and that's why he was pushed.
Say something right now.
Yeah,
Bret Hart sounds like what's that thing that women do sometimes? When you cheat. And you cheat and listen. Yes. You know what happens when you cheat and you break up with the girl and you no longer want to be with the girl or whatever happened, but you did the girl wrong. The girl got done dirty.
Okay.
What is the first thing a female gonna do? What is she gonna say? What is her go-to?
What niggas ain't shit?
No, what typical. No. What do they say to hurt that man's feelings?
Your dick was little?
Exactly. That's exactly what Bret sounds like. You sound like a scorned woman, bro.
Oh, man.
Like that's like come on, son.
Yeah.
Like if Shawn was getting fucked by Vince McMahon,
yeah.
why we just now finding out in 2025?
Yeah.
Bret, you should have been said this. You know when you should have said it? You should have said it during the Montreal school drop. When you got screwed over after you said that, you should have been saying everything about Shawn during them times because that's when it was heat. Right now, you know what you mad about? You mad at the fact that Triple H is doing his thing with WWE, contrary to popular belief, with most people. Right. You know what I'm saying? But Triple H is still pushing the product forward. Shawn Michaels, exactly what you just said, Shawn has been the blueprint for most of these athletes that's been coming forward.
Yeah.
But most importantly, the women wrestling.
Yeah.
Shawn has his handprints all over that.
Yeah.
Shawn understands I want to push this business to the next level. Bret wants to kill the business. Bret doesn't care about the business. You're bitter. You need to just go away because you know what you're doing actually. Bro, Bret, you're a whole legend. You're a whole legend, but you're killing your legend status just off of your emotional feelings. Get out your fucking feelings. Because at the end of the day, that screw job is over with.
Yeah.
Vince doesn't even run WWE no more.
Right.
Shawn is in the background. Triple H is still in the background. Like, why don't you add to the culture? Bring up some new wrestlers. Why don't you train these people and let them see, like, let them do what you do? Or you get what I'm saying? Like, what happened to the Hart Foundation?
Yeah.
How y'all was a wrestling family. Get back to that. Instead of sitting here talking about Shawn got F by Vince. No, you got F by Vince.
Yeah.
With no lube. And got kicked out the company. Matter of fact, go to WCW. How did that turn out for you?
Right.
Chill, Bret. Get out of here. Beat it, son. Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid forever.
Yeah. Nah. Word.
Nah, fuck Bret, bro. Because that shit kind of like pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit really pissed me off. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, what did Shawn Michaels do to you right now? Shawn Michaels ain't talking about you. Oh, you mad? Nobody talking about you, Bret.
Yeah.
So you going on these podcasts and you saying what you saying. Why don't you come on these podcasts? Come on this podcast and we'll really tell you how we feel about you. Yeah. You're a whole legend that needs to just add back into the game with the new generation and sit your old ass down, bro. Let people watch your highlights.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody was selling them shades out like you. You were the reason why them kids was wearing them purple shades.
Facts. You're a whole legend, man. Tarnishing your image. And all of this is digital imprint. This is what the kids know you for.
Facts.
This is what the kids know you for now is being bitter. That's it, Brad. You gotta chill, man. You gotta chill. And honestly, so what? Let me say this though.
Yeah.
First off, Shawn Michaels is one of the most talented wrestlers of all time. Arguably the greatest in-ring performer we've ever seen. You can't take that away from him. If him and Vince was fucking around, so what? That's their prerogative, and that if that's their sexuality, then that's their sexuality. What is that to you? You got pushed. You got titles. You was beating Shawn. You beat Shawn before that. Before that WrestleMania Iron Man match, y'all fought while he was the Intercontinental Champion and you were the champion. Y'all had a fire match, and you went over him. Now it was time for you to return it. You returned it. Like, y'all went through it. Y'all had ups and downs. I get the Montreal, whatever. Years later, you come back. Y'all reconcile. He apologized in front of the world.
That's a fact.
That's
he did that. I forgot it. Yeah,
that's it.
Did that.
That's it. But now you going on people's shows and bringing this man down and trying to tear his legacy. Like, nah, that shit is foul, boy. That shit is foul, boy. And Karma's a bitch.
Yeah,
Karma's a bitch, man. So, just take your flowers and just be respectful.
And go
about
sit
it,
down,
man.
bro.
That shit is foul, boy. I ain't with it at all. I'm not.
Go back to the Hart Foundation, man. Get your family and your crew together, man. Do what y'all do.
And Bret is somebody who has so much information, so much knowledge that you can give back to the business. Then come over to NXT.
Yeah.
Go to if you don't want to if it's fuck WWE, then go to AEW. Go to TNA.
Push the new talent. Yeah, push the new talent, bro.
And give that knowledge. Give all that wisdom and give back to the game. You have all of these regrets and all this ill will. So then give the information down so those mistakes and those imperfections don't happen again. That's how I see it. Instead of you just going on a show and talking shit, like, nah, get back to the game. Start your own promotion. I'm sure you can get somebody to drop the bag and then you could turn it into something else, whether it's a wrestling school, something. But this ain't it. But, in this case, I guess it is personal, right?
Yeah.
It is personal.
That's why. Yeah. Hey, Kurt, don't ever play with me again. So don't ever play with Shawn Michaels' name. Don't laugh. I ain't saving it for the group chat, but you're going to see it in this message, though.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Shawn. Shout out to Triple H. Shout out to
the whole movement, man. Them guys is doing their things, and they pushing a new product, a new brand, and whether it is a hit or a miss, they still pushing that culture forward. Push the culture forward. Push the wrestling culture forward. That's what you're supposed to be, a pioneer. You're a whole legend. Right. That is your job right now. And if you don't want to do that, then just ride off into the sunset, bro, and we'll just watch your highlights and praise you when it's time.
Yeah, that's it. But you just to end it off, I do have smoke for WWE. But we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
I do have smoke, but it ain't that kind of smoke. I feel like it's legitimate smoke. We'll get into that in a
All right.
second. Word.